So, ayun, good morning everyone. Before that, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Abigail A. Binalya, the leader of Group 5. So, together with my members, Angeline Dumdum, Junisho, Judge Lynn, and Laika May Raffol. So, our topic for today is about 22 basic principle of the 1999 National Plumbing Code of the Philippines.
Taas mo ano,
So,
tatawag ka.
ayon, may I call the first reporter, Dionisio.
Hello everyone. So, here's the continuation of 22 Basic Principle of the 99 National Plumbing Code of the Philippines. Principle number 12, vent terminals shall extend to the outer air and installed to prevent clogging and the return of full air to the building. So this principle is fundamental principle in plumbing design that ensure the proper functioning and safety of a drainage system. Ang vent terminals, ito po yung opening and exit ng plumbing system. So it means dito pumapasok at lumalabas ang hangin. Ito ay dinesign para ma-maintain ang balanced pressure and ma-ensure ang proper function ng drainage system. So here's the two example of vents is first yung roof vents and yung wall vents. So yung roof vents, usually makikita ito sa mga bahay. Ito yung maliliit na tubo sa bubong. And yung wall vent naman is makikita ito sa pader. Meron din nasa taas ng bintana. Ang kahalagahan ng vent terminals is para maiwasan ang pagbabara ng tubig at hangin. So, nag-ensure din ito ng tubig ay maayos na kapagdalon. So, nakatulong ito para mawasan pagbabara ng hangin, lalo na ang mabahong hangin or full air. Kapag ito ay na-stack, maaari itong mag-cause ng hindi kayang-ayang amoy na posibleng magdulot ng panganib sa kalusugan. So, sa madaling salita, ang vent terminals ay nag-a-act as safety valve for the drainage system, preventing clogs and ensuring that full air is properly vented away from the building. Ang principle na ito ay napakahalaga para ma-maintain ang function and safety ng plumbing system. Principle number 13, plumbing system shall be subjected to such tests to effectively close all leaks and defects in workmanship. So, this principle mandates that all plumbing systems undergo rigorous testing to ensure their integrity and identify any leaks or defects in workmanship. So, this principle emphasizes yung kahalagahan ng quality control and safety in plumbing installation. So, dapat yung plumbing system, tinitest muna siya. Sure na walang mga tagas at maayos ang pagka-install. First, yung water testing. Ang purpose nito is para ma-detect ang water piping system kung may sira ba or may tagas. Buong interpipe ng drainage system is punupunan ng tubig and then patatagalin lang ng 15 minutes para makita if may tagas ba or wala. And sa air testing naman is ginagamitan ito ng air compressor para ma-pressure ang system in a specific pressure which is 34.5 kPa or PSI. Yung pressure na ina-apply dito is tumatagal lang ng 15 minutes para matiyak na walang tagas yung nabubuo. Sa water piping testing naman, ang purpose nito is to ensure the integrity of hot and cold water supply system. Principle 14, no substance which will clog the pipes, produce explosive mixture, destroy the pipes of their joints, or interfere unduly with the sewage disposal process shall be allowed to enter the building drainage system. This principle emphasizes the importance of protecting plumbing system from harmful substance. So, for example nito is yung common mistake na ginagawa natin, yung pagtatapon or pagbubuhos ng langis o yung ginamit nating oil sa pangprito. Kasi itong mga sangkap na ito is habang lumalamig, tumitigas siya. So, nagkakakos ito ng pagbabara sa tubo sa ating lababo. Principle number 15, Proper protection shall be provided to prevent contamination of food, water, cereal, goods, and similar materials by backflow of sewage. When necessary, the fixtures, device, or appliances shall be connected indirectly with the building drainage system. So, principle is nakapokus siya sa safeguarding the purity of essential resources like food, water, and cereal goods from contamination by backflow of sewage. So, yung backflow kasi is nangyayari to kapag yung pressure sa building drainage systems is nag-carries ng wastewater. So, nag-exist yung pressure in potable water supply system. So, maaaring yung flow ng water nito is contaminated from wastewaters back into the potable water supply. So, kaya 'di ba yung tubo sa CR natin, yung tubo sa tubig na pinag-inom natin is magkaiba and magkalayo. So, para maiwasan yung cross connection. So, kasi kapag yung supply ng tubig nito is nag-direct connected siya from non-potable water and to potable waters, maaari itong magkaroon ng backflow. So, pwedeng if for example, kapag may sira yung isang pipes, so pwedeng mag-leak yung tubig na galing sa non-potable pupunta sa potable. Principle number 16, adequate. This principle emphasizes the importance of proper lighting and ventilation in areas containing water closet. It aims to prevent the spread of disease and maintain a healthy environment. Kapag meron tayong lightnings or sa ating mga closet area, kasi yung lightning na so is nag-aalaw siya ng proper cleaning and hygiene practices. So, mas mapapadali natin ma-identify and ma-address yung mga potential issues like yung pagtagal. Pag merong ventilations, so itong ventilation kasi is napakalaga siya para ma-remove yung moisture, odors, and harmful bacteria na nag-accumulate sa water natin in a closet area. Nakatulong ito para ma-prevent yung pag-growth ng mold and mildew which pwedeng mag-possess ng health risk. Number 17, sewage disposal in the absence of sewer system. So, these principles address the need for alternative sewage disposal methods when a public sewer system is not readily available. So, in-ensure na yung sewage is treated and disposed properly to protect public and health environment. For example, sa septic tank. Diba yung septic tank, ito yung common yung ginagamit natin pang treatment sa mga area na walang sewer system. So, septic tank, siniseparate nito yung mga solid waste from the wastewater. So, these septic tanks allowing the solid waste to decompose in the liquid to be discharged in the drainage field.
So, Principle 18, sewage backflow, where a plumbing drainage system may be subject to backflow sewage. Suitable provision shall be made to prevent its overflow in the building. So, ano nga ba yung sewage backflow? Yung sewage backflow is nangyayari siya kapag yung mga wastewater natin is dumadali siya pabalik. Isa sa mga dahilan nito is pagbara ng mga tubo. So, para maiwasan yung mga gantong pangyayari, dapat chine-check ang nililinis yung mga sewer lines natin. So, Principle 19, the RMP or Registered Master Plumbers. Plumbing system shall be maintained in serviceable condition by registered master plumbers. So, yung mga registered plumbers kasi is may sapat na silang kakayahan. Kumbaga is expert na sila pagdating sa mga gantong field. So, if gusto mong magkaroon ng ligtas and gumagana maayos yung mga plumbing system mo, so dapat sa kanila natin pinapagawa. So, Principle 20 are the accessible. All plumbing fixtures shall be properly spaced to be accessible for their intended use. So, itong Principle 20 is tumutukoy siya sa kahalagahan ng pagkakaroon ng enough space. Like for example po, sa CR natin, dapat yung iniduro natin is may enough na space para sa pag-upuan sa pagtayo. Hindi naman kasi pwede na yung pag-upo natin, yung tuhod natin is andun na nakadikit din sa pinto. So, mahirap po talagang gumalaw pag ganon. Kaya kailangan talaga is may enough na space.
So now we have the principle 21, structural stability. Plumbing shall be installed by registered master plumbers with due regard to the preservation of the strength of the structural members and the prevention of damage to walls and other surface through fixtures usage. So ito naman is tungkol sa kaligtasan ng istruktura at pag-iwas ng mga aksidente. So dapat yung mga registered planners is iniiwasan yung kahit anong pinsala na pwedeng mangyari doon sa like sa pader and sa sahig. So now we have the last principle, which is the principle 22, sewage treatment. Sewage or other waste from a plumbing system which may be deleterious to surface or subsurface. Water shall not be discharged into the ground or into any waterway unless first rendered innocuous through subjection to some accessible form of treatment. So itong principle 22 is all about the treatment of wastewater. So from the word itself, deleterious o yung nakakasira. Ang nangyayari kasi is kapag yung mga wastewater natin is nilalabas siya ng diretsyo without proper treatment, is magkukos siya ng pollution and then makakasira sa kalusugan ng taon sa mga hayop. So dapat talaga is dinadaan siya sa proper treatment. So that was our report. Thank you for listening.